Back in 2020, a woman named Sylvia decided to experiment with a Ouija board. Late one night, sitting alone at her kitchen table with only candlelight, she never expected anything serious to happen. But soon after that night, strange activity began spreading throughout her home. Take a look.
Knives are moving.
Kitchen sink would turn on by itself. Objects slid across counters without explanation, and sometimes items were violently thrown onto the floor. Whatever Sylvia may have invited in didn't seem interested in leaving. In one terrifying clip, she captures knives rocking back and forth as a cabinet door slowly opens on its own. Watch closely.
That plate's moving. That plate. I'm scared to go in the kitchen in case it comes out. It's me. Can you see that? That plate is moving. Oh my god. Just broke that plate. Oh my god, guys.
Moments later, heavy pots crash to the ground. Sylvia begins recording whenever she hears movement, knowing something is always nearby.
Moving. Oh, oh guys.
Another video. A block of knives suddenly shifts, and one knife launches toward her without warning. This marked a turning point. The activity was no longer harmless. Now, 5 years later, in 2025, Sylvia claims the same dark presence still haunts her kitchen, exhausting her with non-stop fear.
Spirit in the kitchen. What are you trying to tell me? Why did you do that? Why did you put the kettle on? Why did you put the kettle on? Oh my god, guys. Oh, get out of my kitchen. Get out of my house. Spirit in the kitchen. I'm fed up with this now.
Did she truly invite something into her home? Or is there another explanation? You decide. A man from South Korea decided to explore an old abandoned apartment building late at night. While he was still outside, he spotted a dark, shadowy figure standing silently in one of the windows.
어디야? 뭐야? 어디야? 또 뭐야?
But the moment he focused on it, the figure vanished instantly. Confused and curious, he rushed into the building to check that exact room, but it was completely empty. As he continued filming, he noticed strange markings all over the walls and even footprints in the thick dust on the floor. But the moment he pointed his camera toward the footprints, He heard footsteps approaching him from behind. Panicking, he ran into the same room where he had first seen the shadow and slammed the door shut. Immediately, his flashlight flickered off. When it finally turned back on, he tried looking for an escape, but the only window in the room was too high to reach. Then things escalated. Loud scratching noises began on the door, as if long nails were dragging across it. The door handle twisted, and something started forcing its way in. He pushed the door shut with all his strength as it shook violently. When the attack briefly stopped, he saw deep scratch marks on the wood.
보세요.
Moments later, heavy footsteps returned, and the metal door began bending from powerful kicks. Terrified, he called the police, who later revealed that a brutal murder had once taken place in that very building. Late at night, when their house alarms suddenly began to blare, the unexpected noise sent them into panic. Fearing that someone may have broken in, they quickly hid while trying to stay as quiet as possible. As the alarm continued, they could hear strange sounds coming from downstairs, but they were too scared to move. One of them pulled out her phone and began recording, whispering to her sister as they waited for help. Later, when they reviewed their security camera footage, they noticed something disturbing. In another part of the footage, a small, shadowy figure darts past the camera at incredible speed. It had no clear shape, no features. It appeared for only a split second before vanishing into the darkness. Even more chilling, the motion detection system seemed confused sometimes, highlighting empty spaces as if it was tracking something unseen. So what really entered the house that night? A man noticed that his dog, Charlie, had been acting strangely for nearly 15 minutes. Charlie kept pacing around the room, barking at something invisible and refusing to calm down. Worried, the man grabbed his phone and started recording "Take a Look."
My family is active, but who cares? It's so boring. What the heck?
As he filmed, Charlie's behavior became even more unsettling. The dog stared intensely toward the hallway, growling and jumping back, as if something was moving closer.
What are you seeing? Something's been spooking him. He's jumping around. This dude. What are you seeing? Why don't you back up? Charlie. I know. Calm down. It's okay. What are you seeing? You're freaking me out, buddy. Do we need to go? Should we go, Bubba? You tell me when it's time to go. Because I don't know what you're looking at, but when we need to go, you let me know, buddy. What's freaking you out, bub? Okay. Should we go? Yeah? You leave when we gotta go. As soon as you walk out, I'll be right behind you.
The owner tried to comfort him, asking what he was seeing, but Charlie only became more frightened. Then something truly creepy appeared on camera. Small, dark, shadowy orbs seemed to dart across the room, near the ceiling and by the window. Charlie reacted, instantly barking at them as if he could see them clearly. The moment the man suggested leaving, a faint female voice seemed to whisper, "Get out." Terrified, the man quickly backed away, unsure if Charlie had sensed something paranormal. Danny works the closing shift at a local gym, a place where strange and unexplained things have been happening for weeks. One night, around 10:30 p.m., he finds himself completely alone after locking up for the evening. The gym is silent, the lights are dim, and everything feels normal. At first, as Danny finishes up at the reception desk, a loud metallic sound suddenly echoes through the building. It sounds exactly like heavy gym equipment being moved across the floor. Startled, he quickly pulls out his phone and begins recording.
Y ese es el gimnasio. Está cerrado con llave. O sea, como puedes ver, está cerrado con llave. Y justo de aquel lado, justo allá, por ahí, se escuchó que algo se movió. O sea, las barras olímpicas, se escuchó como las volvieron a poner ahí en su lugar. Porque cuando las ponen en su lugar tiene un sonido muy específico. Y justamente ahí, me lo voy a poner ahí. Esa banca de ahí, cuando yo estoy desde mi escritorio, se alcanza a ver. Y literalmente se vio como alguien se asomó como hacia acá y se volvió a meter, se escondió. Se empezaron a escuchar ruidos, ahorita está la música y tal vez este video tenga copyright, pero se alcanzó a escuchar el sonido y... ¡Ay, puta madre! Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está. No, man.
Even though the gym is locked and empty, the sound continues, like someone re-racking a barbell or dragging weights nearby. Danny later says that in that moment, he thought he saw a face, briefly peeking at him from across the gym. But when he looked again, there was nothing. Trying to stay calm, he brushes it off and continues cleaning. But not long after,
Porque
he
esto
hears
pasa,
something
¿no?
even worse.
¿Viste? O sea, mira, vamos a pensar. Son 10:35. Ahorita ya no debe de haber nadie. No voy a poner ni pausa ni nada. Ajá. Tú lo escuchaste. Yo lo escuché. Tú lo... O sea, veamos. Esa fue una, ¿no? La otra. Tú escuchaste las subidas de escaleras. Como si corrieran. No voy a poner pausa porque la neta... me llaman loco, me dicen es el aire, me dicen son tus energías, me dicen madre y media, pero mira, no estoy loco, no estoy loco, está cerrado. Está cerrado, digo, si lo fuerzo no quiero romperlo, pero...
When Danny cautiously heads upstairs to investigate, he discovers 3 heavy punching bags swinging back and forth behind a locked door, as if someone had just pushed them. With no one else inside the building, Danny begins to wonder, was the gym truly empty that night? Or was something unseen moving through the darkness? This footage was recorded inside the infamous Lizzie Borden house, a location already known for years of unexplained paranormal activity. At the time, an investigator named Kyle was exploring the building completely alone. Everything seemed normal at first, until he attempted to enter the Abbey and Andrew's suite. As Kyle approached the door, it suddenly locked on him, even though no one else was nearby. After forcing it open, he stepped inside and immediately noticed something disturbing.
At the Lizzie Borden house? The door locked on me with no one in there. This is really terrifying.
The entire room was glowing with an unnatural red light, casting heavy shadows across the furniture. Moments later, a door inside the suite slowly closed by itself. The camera briefly lost focus, something many investigators believe can happen when an unseen presence moves close to the lens. But the strangest moment came later. A nearby door began sliding open and shut repeatedly, almost as if something wanted Kyle to notice what was inside.
Happening again. I will show you no one is there.
Each time it opened, it revealed a creepy doll sitting perfectly still in the darkness. The movement didn't feel random like wind or an old hinge. It felt controlled, deliberate. So is the Lizzie Borden house simply an unstable old building, or is something still lurking inside, deciding who is allowed to enter? As always, you decide. Amelia had recently moved into a 250-year-old Victorian house in the UK. One afternoon, she noticed a loose floorboard in one of the rooms and decided to lift it up out of curiosity. Beneath the wood, buried in dirt and old pipes, she discovered a coin dated 1904. But what shocked her even more was a strange, dusty book hidden beside it. The book looked like an old photo album with unusually thick pages. As Amelia flipped through it, the pictures became increasingly disturbing. Many of them showed empty rooms inside her own house. but each photo seemed to contain a dark shadow lurking in the background. Soon after finding the book, strange activity began. Take a look.
With pictures of empty rooms that have an unsettling feeling. A dark shadow appears in all of these photos.
And it's like, it just stopped. And I was like, am I tripping out?
Amelia noticed objects moving slightly on their own, and one night, she heard loud banging upstairs. Nervously, she grabbed her phone and went to investigate. Watch closely. In the bedroom, the curtain suddenly flew open, and a pair of headphones dropped from the wall without anyone touching them. Amelia was left terrified, wondering if opening the book had awakened something hidden in the house. To this day, Amelia still wonders if that mysterious book was never meant to be found. A mother was spending a quiet moment playing with her young son in bed when something strange suddenly happened.
Who is it? Who is it? Who's that? Who's up there? Who is it? Who is it? Who? Who is it?
The child who had been laughing just seconds before became completely silent and stared at an empty corner of the room. His expression changed as if he was focused on someone standing there. Confused, the mother gently asked him what he was looking at. Instead of answering, the boy slowly turned around and pointed toward a framed photograph of his father, who had recently passed away. He looked back and forth between the picture and the empty space, as if recognizing someone. The mother froze, unsure of what she was witnessing. Was her son simply imagining things, or was he seeing something she couldn't? The moment was both unsettling and strangely comforting, leaving viewers wondering if it was a paranormal encounter or a child's innocent imagination. A woman named Nicole White. On February 7th, 2003, Nicole had recently received a security camera as a gift, and on that day, her brother and sister were helping her install and test it inside the house. Nicole's brother had a strange hobby. He collected extremely old artifacts, fossils, and archaeological items. Some of these objects were believed to be cursed or haunted, and Nicole always felt uneasy about them. While testing the camera, something shocking was captured. In the footage, a dark, shadowy apparition briefly appeared near her brother. The figure looked almost humanoid, but its shape was distorted and eerie. Nicole later said that if you brighten the footage, you can clearly see large horn-like shapes on its head. She believed this shadow was either a goatman-like entity or a satanic figure attracted by the cursed objects her brother kept in the house. On June 23rd, 2014, a teenage boy suddenly felt compelled to start filming inside his room. For weeks, the space had been behaving strangely. Objects would fall from shelves without reason, as though some unseen force was lurking there. It was the last thing anyone would want to experience in their own bedroom. Giving in to his gut feeling, the boy pulled out his phone to see what he could capture. He assumed that whatever spirit haunted his room might grow cameras shy. But what unfolded was the complete opposite.
Been hearing noises again. It's happening as usual. See? Daylight this time. Coming from over there. Shit. Fuck me, man. The couldn't see. Old PlayStation games fell down. Hey. Fucking stupid is this? Oh, I'm sick and tired of doing this. Sorry about the angle. That's what I have to put up with. What's in the move again? Oh shit. What's it move? Hey, what's going on? Fucking stupid. Battery's dying. Fucking battery. Oh my god, bad. Don't give me bad.
Rather than staying quiet, the poltergeist became aggressive, flinging CDs at him one after another. The terrifying part was that no matter how many times he picked them up and put them back, they would end up scattered across the floor again. Despite the fear, he kept recording, determined to prove what was happening. Now he's trying to convince his parents that the haunting is real, hoping they'll finally believe him. Let's send him all the luck we can, because living with a ghost like this is something no teenager should have to endure. Late one night, a woman named Tammy was arriving home and just parking in her driveway. And right after getting out of her car, she noticed something chilling across the road, something she just couldn't explain. The encounter was captured on her CCTV camera. Take a look. A strange, bright light across the road catches Tammy's attention. After standing there watching it, she realizes the light wasn't moving on its own, but was actually attached to a dark figure moving on all fours before standing upright and looking around the area. A few seconds later, it walks down the sidewalk, then slightly distorts before crawling on all fours again and moving out of frame. Tammy has no idea what she saw, but mentions that it didn't look human creepy person or something else entirely. Either way, it's certainly unsettling to see at night. Entered in the following video, a woman is home alone when something terrifying happens and her fire alarm goes off. On March the 6th of 2026, a deadly tornado struck parts of the U.S. Unfortunately, strong lightning followed the disaster, and the lightning struck nearby Destiny's house, causing a sudden power outage. Immediately after the lightning strike, the fire alarm activated straight away.
Here, the dog's okay?
Immediately after the lightning strike, the fire alarm activated straight away. Confused by what happened, she stands up and quickly goes to check that her dogs are okay. It turns out that only some parts of the house were affected by the power outage. So she calls the firefighters to check the house and see if it is still safe to use the working parts of the house that do have power.
I didn't even know. In trouble.
After checking the breaker box, they let her know that they should be able to fix the electricity shortly. In the meantime, Destiny decides to review her CCTV footage the moment the lightning struck to see exactly what happened, when she notices something utterly terrifying. Watch closely.
So watch in this right corner. Right when the lightning strikes. There. What is that? What is that? What is that?
During the flash of lightning, for a second the camera captures a dark figure of someone or something on all fours on the ground, right in front of the door. It happens for just a few frames, but it's clear something is there. Whatever it is left, Destiny deeply disturbed. So she decides to check the CCTV footage from when the firefighters were in the house
Yeah, he's like, yeah, take a day.
You side of the house or the outside of the house? No, we were inside. We were there. Yeah. Then there was a little house shook. I thought it was like one tower. You go up. Number 4. No, that's what I mean, we've had like city blackouts, but the neighbors still have towers, so situation.
And captures something chilling once again. Destiny had placed some candles around the house for light, and if you look closely at the candle where it suddenly goes out, or even stranger is that a large shadow seems to go by really fast, right as the candle dies out. Not only that, but one of the firefighters seems to notice something strange that causes him to look where the candle is. He claims to have seen a figure sitting on the sofa for a second. So they check the rest of the CCTV and are lost for words.
Why?
Empty candle. House next to
As the firefighter comes to check the breaker box, you can see how he avoids touching over the sofa and hangs his flashlight pointing down at it. As he is shaken up from earlier when he mentioned seeing a figure on the sofa. Then suddenly the indentation on the backrest of the sofa suddenly puffs out and returns to its normal shape, even though there is nobody there. It's as if someone or something was sitting there and quickly stood up, and the indentation slowly reappears again, as if something sat back down, putting pressure into the backrest. And this strange occurrence was also captured during another moment while the firefighters were talking.
You know what, actually, I knew you did. Well, that's everyone's very corner of the dark and the right of the wall. There you go. Oh, I think. Alright, everybody else. All I need are
Right as one of the firefighters shines their light towards the sofa area, you can see something suddenly press into the backrest, as if something is there. And on both occasions it happens right after he shines a light near it, as if something there is reacting to the light. Just like how a strong flash of lightning caused the figure to appear in the first place. So was the figure that firefighters saw on the sofa the same thing Destiny saw in her room that night. And could it have somehow entered as the lightning struck by her house? Like most videos, this one remains a mystery. This one. For past few years, a man named Tristan has been plagued by something he cannot explain. Whatever this force is, it refuses to leave his home. Unsettling noises echo through the night. Objects shift on their own, and eerie shadows are often caught on camera. These hauntings have become part of his daily life. In desperation, Tristan began documenting his encounters on TikTok, exposing the chilling presence that stalks him. But no matter how often he tries to banish it or ignore it, the paranormal activity always returns. One night, Tristan reluctantly followed the strange noises filling his home. But when a chair slid across the floor on its own, his heart nearly stopped. No one was near it. So how did it move? He stared in disbelief until 3 heavy knocks echoed through the room. Choosing to ignore them, he kept his focus on the chair. But just as suddenly as it began, all the activity ceased. Now Tristan is asking viewers for advice on how to rid himself of this supernatural presence once and for all. So if you have any ideas. In this video, a man named Sam has been dealing with disturbing paranormal activity on his property. He often spots dark shadows moving across his hallway, even when no one is there. One night, loud banging and metallic clattering echoed from his shed, so he grabbed his phone to investigate. What he recorded that night is nothing short of chilling.
Banging around and making noise in one of our sheds. I'm not really sure what to expect. I'm gonna go check it out.
While filming, Sam suddenly felt a sharp presence, as though someone was standing right behind him. But if you look closely, a shadowy figure can already be seen in front of his house. Terrified, Sam sprinted toward his door, stumbling several times in his panic. But when he finally reached it, he discovered it was locked, the very same door he had just walked through minutes earlier. For 30 agonizing minutes, he struggled with the knob before it finally gave way. The next morning, a locksmith inspected the door and found no issues at all. Yet the same events have continued, night after night. The banging in the shed, the icy sensation of something brushing past him, the figure at the doorway, and always the door refusing to open until it's too late. Sam eventually shared the footage with paranormal investigators who suspect someone may have died in that shed years ago. They're still researching the properties is bound to it. A single mother lives alone with her children and explains that strange things have been happening inside her home for a while now. And it seems to mostly occur when her children are around. One day, her and her child were in the living room when they captured this.
Close the door. Can you close the door, please? What the fuck?
Come on, let me ask. Open the door if you need help.
What the? Oh my! It opened it wide as shit. Oh my god!
Close the door if you need help.
I swear to God, I put it on.
Oh my! What is it doing? What the? Bro, no! Yes, I knew. Yes, I knew. Elgin, please.
Do you see
Elgin,
it?
can you please? It's closed all the way, bro.
The door seems to open by itself the moment her kid walks by. Then she asks it to shut the door, and it closes again. On another night, she captures something chilling on her CCTV in her children's bedroom while they are asleep. Watch closely. You can see both the children sleeping when the controller suddenly falls off the table on its own. But after a closer look, you can see what looks like a strange, tiny hand. grip onto the cord and pull it. Then her headset moves on its own. At the same time, something presses down on the covers as if there was someone else or something else there. Her only 2 children are fast asleep. So just, what is this? The mother believes something may be attached to one of her children, but let me know your thoughts down. This next clip is so intense that experts needed extensive evidence to prove it was work of a spirit rather than an actual earthquake. It was 11 o'clock at night, and Vadim was in his room, winding down after a long day. All he wanted was a little peace and rest before bed. But a poltergeist had other plans. Keep in mind, Vadim had never encountered anything like this before, so even his own reaction was far from normal.
Октября, 2 часа ночи. Вот такое веселье у нас почти каждую ночь. Море удовольствия. Ого, тихо, ша. Ух ты, вот мальчик упал.
Now you see why evidence was needed to prove it wasn't seismic activity. What's shocking is that no tremors registered on the seismic meter that night. After the incident, Vadim reached out to his landlord, hoping he'd be allowed to move out. Unfortunately, with 6 months left on his contract, leaving early meant paying a hefty fee. The problem is, Vadim doesn't have the money for that. So he's forced to remain in the haunted apartment for at least 2 more months. And at this point, not even luck seems like it could save him. A man named Marty had been disturbed for several nights by loud banging sounds coming from upstairs, and he knew these noises were anything but ordinary. Finally, he decided he'd had enough and went to investigate. Wanting proof of what he was experiencing, Marty brought his camera along to document the events. What he captured is chilling.
Right, I'm going to record it, because I've had a couple of bangs now. The last one was quite violent, and it came from upstairs, and it sounded like a door being shut, and I don't believe me when I'm here. Oh, bathroom light's on. Oh, and our door is shut, look. So, yeah. Huh. What's that doing on and why? Alright. Oscar? Oscar? Are you in here? Is that you? Oscar? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Get off, man. Whoa! You? What the Oscar? Whoa. Mate. Hello? Oh, this is horrible. Sweating. Yeah, you can't get anything in here anyway, as you know. There's so much crap in there. This is just shit.
From a ball rolling on its own to doors opening without anyone touching them, it was clear that something unseen was interacting with the room. The question is, what kind of presence was it? There's little doubt that a spirit was involved, but the real concern is where it falls on the scale between harmless and malevolent. Because the last thing anyone wants in their home is an evil spirit. In this home security footage, a woman lies asleep in her bed when something terrifying happens.
We're used to dealing with intruders, but this, wow, this is something else entirely.
Your mom told
Just
big
wait and
ears,
see.
ears,
The craziest thing is about to happen.
Oh my god.
How can this happen?
Out of nowhere, a dark and mysterious figure creeps into the room. It moves slowly, inspecting the space with unsettling intent. Then, without warning, it leaps onto the woman as she sleeps. Or what was that? I have no explanation. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. This next unsettling clip was captured by a realtor named Jessica while inspecting a property before showing it to a client.
Did you hear something?
moment she stepped inside, she sensed movement, like someone slipping from one room to another. But after carefully checking every corner, the house appeared completely empty. The sound of something heavy being dragged across the floor. To many, this was clear evidence of a ghost making its presence known, warning her she wasn't welcome. So the question remains, did Jessica unknowingly walk into a haunted home? Or could there be a logical explanation hiding within the noise?